Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on my Mini. I'm just gonna basically take out this airbox, take all this piping out right here. Hopefully you can see it with my little camera setup. I'm gonna take all these piping off from the turbo to the airbox. I'm gonna remove the airbox. I'm gonna take out that fresh air intake down here. I'm going to remove all of this and maybe just hold on to the snorkel down there, which is right here. I'm gonna leave this on, but I'm gonna remove all of this. And I've seen around that there are some systems, and some people have done it too before me, that they take like a nice silicone piping like this, a 3-inch. I think this should be a 1.75 and this is a 2.75. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just stick this in here. Obviously remove the coolant overflow tank here and move it back there to the beside the sidewall, beside the firewall. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna remove this MAF and I'm gonna put the MAF here. And then from the MAF onwards, I'm gonna put a cone air filter, which is going to be taking the whole space over here. So let's see, I'm gonna do it and see if there's any kind of performance gains to be had, because I've never really understood this whole direction Mini decided to take, where they got the air running back and then getting filtered, then coming back forward. Might as well just make a nice straight path going from the turbo here all the way to having an air filter here. So I'm just gonna start on this, kind of wing it. I don't really have any kind of script or anything. Just gonna start removing stuff and make a video of it, so if anybody else wants to do it, I guess they can have some sort of a background into it and see what's going on before they decide to do it themselves. So yeah, just gonna get started here. Now, where to start first? So I gotta take this crankcase ventilation pipe out, and I gotta figure out where this is gonna go exactly, because you want fresh air always going into your crankcase to get all those blow-by gases out of the crankcase. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start here at the turbo. Should probably let this cool down. I just stopped driving it. Parked it like 5-6 minutes ago. But I kind of don't have patience, because I've been waiting for this silicone reducer here for like a week to come from US. Okay. Loosen all this stuff up. Okay, this is loose, this is loose. Okay, I'm gonna just check, see if this reducer is hopefully the correct size. That's hot. Yep, seems to fit pretty well. It's a little thicker than I thought it would be, but should be alright. Nothing one of these little clip thingies that you screw on it won't fix, so you can get a nice tight seal. Jeez, this is pretty hot though. I should wait I'm kind of impatient, so okay, this looks okay. Now I need to take off that math. One of these Torx screw driver bits are pretty good investment to get if you're gonna work on your Mini. Germans seem to like to work on with these Torx bits a lot, so oh, there we go. Just the right size. Should put these screws somewhere they don't get lost. I'm just taking out the mass airflow sensor since it's going to be part of this a little setup here that I have. I have read on North American Motoring Forum that even having the MAF in here, it might still throw a SAL light on the dashboard, but yeah, some people, or the one person that posted on the forum and showed me their setup, said that they got a Manic tune and that got rid of the SAL light. So that's what the inside of the MAF looks like. There's a sensor here. You can't really detach the sensor or anything. It's pretty stuck in there. I think it's just meant to be a part of this whole tubing here. So yeah, it's just you gotta take this whole pipe. I think this whole thing is just basically the MAF. Okay. Now let's see. Nice. Yeah, everything fits pretty well. Everything's the correct size. I took my readings using a digital caliper. So yeah, the sizing's perfect. Okay, so if you see there, it says airflow and there's an arrow pointing this way, away from this honeycomb kind of section. So this has to be mounted this way, so, and the air filter goes on here, so the airflow goes this way, so that the MAF sensor is gonna work right. Okay, so if I put this here, right away, I need to actually take off the coolant overflow tank here because I have no room to work. And this thing has this bolt that I don't have to go grab it. Alright, that's not a problem. Is that the only place it's secured to? It looks like it. So it's only secured by this one bolt here, I think. Put it on top, figure out what this is. This looks like maybe a 11, I don't know. Nope. A 9 maybe? Wow, right? It's not even a 7? Nope, 7's too small. So 8mm. Yep, that's an 8mm. Counterclockwise. Oh, actually, you can just take this off a little bit. Make some space. Also, I forgot to mention, since I'm removing this, I'm gonna have to remove this coolant overflow tank all the way back there. I have to get some new hoses to extend this housing all the way back there. And still have it connected to the radiator. Now I'm curious if I can... Wow. Basically everything's hot right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna burn myself somehow, I don't know. But yeah, so there's a hose at the bottom here and the hose at the top. The bottom one's a bigger diameter than the top one. I don't actually know what they are, what diameter they are. I hope it's written here. If not, then I gotta pull out my caliper again and read what it says. And I'm just curious if I can somehow remove the hose without any kind of coolant overflow. I don't think that's possible. Maybe I just gotta empty it into another container. Yeah, that's something I might have to do. Most likely I have to do that, is empty it into another container and return it back here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch this right now. I think I'm just gonna start removing this Airbox, air filtration box here. Now, how do I do that? I'm not sure. Where is it connected to? I don't really see any screws. I can see that it's kind of connected to these rubbery this rubbery kind of, I don't know what to call them. But it's connected to those rubber thingies, and I'm curious if I gotta open the top of the air filtration box to get to those, to get to some sort of screws. Maybe it's on the inside, I don't know. Off comes this. Put it aside. Let's see. This is the filter. Looks pretty decent. I don't see anything here, like a screw or something that I would have to unscrew in order to take this out, so not exactly sure how to take this box off. Do I just pop it off maybe? I don't really see anything holding it in screw wise. I just popped the side off by pulling on it, so let's see. Huh. That side felt like it just got unsecure too. This side is really hard though. Wonder maybe this side is screwed in somehow. Ah, there's a screw right there. There's a little torque screw behind this. I think that's another crankcase venting pipe here. Yeah, it's right behind it. That's where it is. So let's see, will this screw? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's go counterclockwise. There we go. Okay, that screw is loose. Alright, I feel it coming off. That's it, I guess that's all that was holding it in there. Yep. Looks like there was just this one screw here. This one here that was holding it in. Okay. Good, good. Now I got some room to remove the Noisemaker too down there, the one with the red tape on it. One less thing taking space in here, because I can use all the room I can get. It's pretty tight engine bay, as you can probably see. Alright, so this fresh air piping. How do I get it to move out of my way? This clips here. Clips connecting this pipe to the little entry snorkel thing. So I just gotta push on them to release this pipe. Now, is it on both sides or is it just the one side? I'm not sure. Okay. This tank is right in my darn way. So, let's see. I might just be forced to empty this tank somewhere because I can't get to the other clip. Move it here so I can get to this bottom clip here. I think it's out, so maybe this other side has a... Yeah, I think the other side has the same clips. How do I get to the clips on the other side? No, Mr. Tank. Just stay there, you douche. Okay. This side is out. How do I get this other side? I'm just kind of stuck a little bit, wondering what to do. Oh man, been doing some heavy lifting, so my back isn't in the best of shapes. Oh. Okay. Come on, buddy. You wanna cooperate with me? Ah, nice, got it. Alrighty. So let's pull this puppy out. Okay. Anyway, too. Come on. Come on. Work with me here. That's right. Come on, big fella. Okay. Alright. Maybe I can get this box to just pop off here. Okay. Okay. Looks like it. Then what's going on back here? What's holding it here? I'm not sure. Come on, buddy. There we go. Ah, yes. It's out. It's freaking out. Yes, sir. And this is the Airbox. I'm gonna put the filter back in here. Put this whole assembly kind of back together just in case things don't work out. Cool. Now I don't know why many engineers decided to make this whole long trip for the air to get from the front of the car to the back of the car, back to the front. I mean, I assumed there was a good scientific explanation as to why they did it, but since I haven't really read anything on forums and online that would dissuade me from doing this, and since I've already seen a company that makes this kind of short kind of air intake for minis, but it's like a, I think, what was it, like $1,000 or $1,300 Canadian. It's a European, I think it's a Greek company. Yeah, I think they call it DNA or something. DNA air filtration. They already made something like this. Unfortunately, it's for European cars, and European cars, most of them don't have a mass airflow sensor, so it wouldn't work on this. It was just sort of a cell light. Okay, this guy can go over here. So I decided to make something on the cheap. I already seen another forum member on North American Motoring having made his own little setup like this too. So I decided to follow his lead. Well, I did kind of come up with it myself first, but then I found out, oh, other people have done it too. Because all the other kind of aftermarket air intake systems that you find, like AEM and I think Manic has their own, and another 2-3 ones specifically that do stuff for minis have their own. They all just kind of make colorful charge piping and make the hood scoop useful, but no one's ever kind of done this other than that one single company out of Greece that that did this, where they just go straight here and then there's a filter where the coolant overflow tank is, or was. Now I've read a little bit about the Noisemaker here, but I don't know if I want to remove it right now, especially since I don't have a little cap for it. I might as well. But first, okay, I took that off. Now I have this pipe here. What the heck is this? It looks like a little sensor. I don't know what this is actually. I've never looked into it. So I've been thinking that I'm gonna, not sure where, but like maybe drill a hole out for this crankcase vent pipe here. Not sure where though. This already goes up to here. Yeah. So I don't know, the crankcase pipe, I might have to figure something out for it. Maybe go the same way as DNA did, where they just put they gave you a pipe, their own pipe, and then it went over here and you put an air filter on it, just so clean air can go in. But then I don't know, like I think on the boost, the intake manifold gets pressurized, and then the air actually comes out of this tube with some oil in it. So I don't know, might not be good to put an air filter on top of this, but I think DNA did it, so I mean if they did it, they probably know what they were doing. Okay, let's see. So now this is out. I need to cut this off. Actually, no. How do I get this out? I might as well try to get this whole thing out. I'm not sure how this is in to begin with. Doesn't look like anything's holding it. Okay. How do I get you out? I have no idea. How's this in there? Okay, there we go. Ah, alrighty. So it's kind of ribbed. Definitely motor oil coming out that way. Okay, this can go here. Okay, later on I'm going to be installing an oil catch can. On North American Motoring there's I think there's an 11 or 15 page post about like what kind of old catch can is good quality that you can put on your Mini. I forgot the name, but there's this person who's an engineer, and he's designed systems like this for crankcase venting, and I forgot the brand of the oil catch can, but I'm gonna be most likely getting his catch can because apparently it was catching like over 90% of the stuff coming out of this and this pipe here. So the oils and the other kind of chemicals that get created in there inside the crankcase. But that's for another time and when funds allow. For now I think I'm just gonna maybe put a little air filter onto here, possibly for a month or two, until I get settled and order the oil catch can for this thing here, and make sure none of the stuff gets into the valves, on top of the valves and stuff. Okay, so these are out now. The whole airbox is out. I guess now I gotta empty the coolant. That's pretty nice. Got quite a bit of space here to work with. Well, this coolant tank's gonna be going here somewhere, but I gotta keep it far enough so it doesn't, because most oil catch cans seem to go on this spot here. I don't know what it is. It actually looks like it's been made for something to go on it. So I want to have enough clearance so when I get an oil catch can it can comfortably go in here, or at least have enough clearance.